Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Spiritual Saints. Happy Easter! Yes, we are celebrating our resurrected King. Yes, he came, he died, he suffered, he died, and then he went to the grave and then they took the victory. He took the victory from death, from the grave, and they no longer have power over us. I hope that you are basking in this love and in the reality of what this season is indeed. Yeah. Happy Easter once again. Welcome back to all returning subscribers. And if you are just joining us, I want to say welcome. This is Spiritual Sense, and my name is Okoyemi. And so glad that you are here and you're seeing this at this time. I just want to say, please ensure that you subscribe, share to other people so that this content can continue to be visible to other people. Make sure that you listen to the previous episodes and catch up with what is going on here. Yes, welcome back. March is gradually wrapping up. We thank God. We thank God for that. We thank God for that. So today, quickly, I just want to bring in perspective again to remind us Jesus is the reason why we are here. I mean, everything that we do here, Jesus is the reason. And we have been talking about, our journey and the challenges that we face here on earth in matters of lust, in matters of, loss of the flesh, loss of the highest, the pride of life, and those things that beset us, that draws us back and away from Jesus But it's significant to point out that this time again, we must always remind ourselves and be in the consciousness that Jesus came for this reason. He came for all of the reasons that we have been talking about. He came for you and I. He was not thinking about himself. The book of Philippians chapter 2 describes how that Jesus stripped himself of his glory. He says that he did not consider the privileges that he has, the titles, the glory, the authority that he had. But yet, he suffered through what he obeyed. And that's the obedience unto the cross, his death. He was humiliated for you and I. And that just only speak, the implication of that, to remind ourselves again, is that Jesus was thinking about you and I right from the inception. When he took that decision of coming, he already knew what you and I would be going through. He already knew all the loss that we'll be facing right now that we're talking about getting out of it. He already knew that you are going to face depression. He already knew that you're facing addiction. He already knew that you're going to be facing temptations of all kinds. He already knew what is going to beset us in 21st century. Guess what? Yes, he knew, and for all of this cause, Jesus came. And to think about that, when we talk about that, Jesus' sacrifice is a sacrificial love. But I like to open your eyes to this perspective that if he despised his glory and came to die the death of the cross, suffered and went through all of that, that only speaks about the fact that he was thinking about you and I, and he was not thinking about himself. And that's why Philippians chapter 2 verse 5 says that let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus. That mind of not thinking about self. And when you transfer that mind that someone came, he suffered, he knew that I was going to be in this position. Name whatever it is, picture whatever it is that you are going through or you will go through. Jesus already thought about it. Isn't that amazing to know that he knows and identifies with every of our weaknesses? And that's why we have an high priest who has been tested just in every way that you are, but yet is without sin. And that is why we can come confidently with the victory that we have, that Jesus resurrected, that we can live above sin, that we can live above self, that we can live above flesh, that we can live above the world. I hope that you will keep this as in your consciousness, reminding yourself that Jesus was thinking about you. The question is, are you also thinking about Jesus? When those things are coming to you, when you're living your life on a daily basis, are you also thinking about the one who had all this authority, who had all this glory, who had all this power, but yet he decided to strip them away? But to think about you and I and billions, trillions of people that are coming to the world, even before we have a face. Think about that as you live your life, as you move on from this season, that Jesus had you in mind. He knew everything that you were going to go through, that you had gone through, and that you're going through, and that you're still going to go through. And then he paid the price ahead of time. So what are you doing for that man? What are you doing? What is your thought? Are you just living your life like it doesn't matter? But think about it, that your life is not your own. Your life is not your own.